What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Toolbox Chronicles. My name is James. Today I'm going to be building just a simple birdhouse. I'm going to be building this out of cedar. They are fence pickets that I use for a lot of my home crafted projects. They normally are priced about $3.58 at Lowe's, but if you catch them on sale at the right time, they do drop below $3 to about, I think it's $2.98. So keep an eye out for that. They do work great for a lot of these home little bird feeders, bird houses, planters. There's a wide variety of stuff you can build with them. So we're going to go ahead today and start cutting our pieces. I'll include all of our measurements down in the description below. So first, let's go ahead, we'll get our cuts made, and then we can move on to assembly. Okay, first we're going to be cutting our sides. Those are 10 1/4 inches long, so we're going to go ahead and cut 2 of those. Alright, so we've got our sides cut at 10 1/4. Next we're going to go ahead and cut the front piece. That's going to be 9 1/4 inches long. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the back of the birdhouse. That's going to be 15 inches long, and we're going to make it a little bit longer in order to have a spot to be able to secure that birdhouse to your tree or wherever you're going to put it if you want to hang it up. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and cut the roof. That's going to be 7 1/4. With the roof, you can adjust the length of that also as far as how far you want it to stick out over the hole of the birdhouse. Now we're going to cut the floor, and that's going to be 4 1/2 inches long. Alright, so now we have all of our pieces cut. We're going to go ahead with the floor and just cut each corner off. I would say maybe 1/2 inch on each corner. That way it's just going to allow for drainage, you know, in case any water or anything gets in there. I'm just gonna wing it. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just the floor. Alright, now back to the piece for the front. We need to drill a hole for the bird. That is going to be 1 1/4. I'm going to use a spade bit. You can use a hole saw or anything else that would make it easier to drill that hole for you. Alright, as you can see, we now have our hole for the bird. The hole didn't come out quite as clean as I hoped, but that's okay. It'll work. And then the last thing we need to do before we start to assemble it is on the sides they're cut at 10 1/4, and we need to add the slant in order for the roof to go on. So what I'm going to do is measure down to 9 1/4 on one board here. Measure it at 9 1/4. As you can see, I've got my angle marked, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this thing. And I'm gonna double stack these. That way I know they're both the same when I cut them. Okay, and now we've got our angles cut. So now it's time to assemble. But first, we're going to take our back piece, lay that down, grab one side, and lay down a bead of glue. Along the long edge here. Carefully place that down. Okay, now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put this up just to help me for assembly. Put the other side up here where it belongs, and then I'll know where the front is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lay a bead of glue on the top of, or the front side of this one. could use a wood clamp to make this much easier. I'm just gonna try to nail this up quick here. Okay, so now we've got that nailed. I'm gonna flip this over like this. It's important to remember we're not going to glue this side on, because this is the side you actually want to be able to pivot. That way you can clean out the box if need be, after, say, one bird has inhabited it. So next we're going to do the floor. And on that, we're going to glue each of these sides here, and then you know, top or bottom, because we're only going to want to glue 1, 2, 3. Like I said, we got to leave the one side not glued, or else we're never going to be able to open up the box. And the next part is we're gonna get the roof nailed and glued on here. Okay, so we're gonna lay some glue here and here. So now we've got the back one side, the roof, the front on, which leaves us just this one open side here. And this is gonna be the side that you're gonna be able to open and close the pivot. That way, when you gotta clean it out, it makes it easier on you. So once you got your board lined up here, go ahead and I'm gonna put my one screw in here. So I just use a 1-inch screw. What that's going to do is allow me to keep it sealed while it is being used. But now get one there. Screw there, just one on each side. That way remove your screw. This rotates. Quick, easy clean out. That's going to conclude our video for today on the simple $5 bird feeder. Like I said, guys, I'll throw the supply list down in the link. It's going to be very short. And then also all the measurements. That way you guys can build your own. I'm going to put a couple of these on my own property, but I do plan on making a couple more, you know, see if anyone's interested in buying. And like I said, as far as hanging it, we got this extra board, part of the board up here. You can just send a screw to it into the tree, and you got yourself an easy, simple birdhouse. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, comments, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share my video. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.